Thanks so much for joining us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lynn Akron. I just want to share with you some of the top stories that we're following right now. I want to start with a very sad update to a missing persons case that we have been following here on Atlanta News First. Remember this gentleman, he, as we reported to you, had been missing. He is from Georgia. He's from Walton County. And we were sharing his story of being away in Louisiana on a business trip. Well, now his body, his remains have been found, according to the Baton Rouge Police Department. His name is Nathan Millard, 42 years old. He was actually found a little after 3:30 this morning on a scenic highway there in a vacant lot. And this has been confirmed by family members to our affiliate WFAB in Baton Rouge. Again, he was reported missing on a business trip from Walton County, last seen on Wednesday, February 22nd. And at the time it was a local Irish pub there where he was seen, but obviously there has been an extensive search for him, and we reported to you that he was missing in hopes that someone could help. But then came the call this morning to law enforcement there in Baton Rouge, saying that a body was supposedly found rolled in a carpet, covered in plastic. His cause of death, still being determined. There is an autopsy being performed as well. So we're going to keep following this story and bring you up to date with any developments on the investigation there. This Nathan Millard, 42 years old, unfortunately has now been found dead. Another story that we've been following for you very closely is all the controversy surrounding so-called Cop City, the planned new training facility for the Atlanta Police Department in DeKalb County. So we know that it's been met with a lot of resistance. Remember, a short time ago, we actually brought you on one of our streams part of a gathering of faith leaders who expressed their opposition to Cop City for a number of reasons, citing militarization, and also they wanted to preserve that area, the forest there. Well, I want to now share with you another new development. More than 30 people were actually detained, 23 of them now facing charges related to, look at this chaos last night. And you can see police scurrying to close the gates, agitators throwing fireworks and Molotov cocktails at officers here. Of course, this has been the site of numerous clashes between law enforcement and protesters for months. The chief immediately addressed the public about what happened last night and says this type of behavior is not going to be tolerated.
When it's a legitimate protest, you have the full protection of the Atlanta Police Department. This is not a this is criminal activity. And the charges that will be brought forth will show that. When you throw commercial grade fireworks, when you throw Molotov cocktails, large rocks, a number of items at officers, your only intent is to harm.
Yeah, so obviously they are pressing charges, and 23 have been charged after 30 were detained last night. More than 30 were detained last night related to that chaos that you saw there. Also want to share with you this other story that we've been following. You know this face. This is Susana Morales, and this is the man who is accused of killing her, Miles Bryant. So we're learning some really concerning information about his past. Remember, this is a former Doraville police officer who's charged with killing that Gwinnett County teenage girl, Susana Morales. So he's already in jail on those murder charges. Again, Susana Morales is just 16 years old. We showed you her picture, beautiful young girl. Well, now this man is facing even more charges unrelated to Susana's death. Police say he was caught on camera breaking into a Snellville home in 2019. They say that he didn't actually steal anything, but the homeowners found a window to their child's bedroom had been tampered with. Police say there's new evidence that allowed investigators to actually charge Bryant with burglary. But really, this is very disturbing, these new developments. Not only charged with the murder of Susana Morales and related charges, but this completely separate incident as well from 2019. So certainly raising a lot of questions about what else he may have done in his past as well. Also want to let you know about a new bill that's being considered right now in the state legislature, and it's really designed to help renters and make sure that they always have access to utilities, which of course we need. My colleague Doug Reardon has the story.
I don't understand why they don't want to do their job. Like, they want their rent every month, and but they don't want to fix the issues.
Tenant Samantha started renting her Southwest Atlanta home with her 3 kids in December of 2020. Right away, she noticed problems. The windows were drafty, the electricity was haywire, there was a hole in the roof, and the toilet didn't work, still doesn't to this day. Then she spotted the mold everywhere. When she complained to her landlord,
He was just like, "You're starting off on the wrong foot already." That's what he told me.
and look at this, when a contractor finally came over to look at the mold, the landlord told him, just paint over it.
Not even clean it or anything, just paint over it.
It's issues like these that pushed House Bill 404 to passage in the Georgia House, known as the Safe at Home Act. The bill requires landlords to provide a home that's, quote, fit for human habitation. If you can believe it, that's not in Georgia law already.
We are lagging the rest of the country at present, so this is an important step forward.
Elizabeth Apley is a housing lobbyist who says issues like mold, rats, and broken utilities won't fly under Bill 404, and neither will easy evictions. The bill allows tenants 3 business days to make up any late payments.
The remedies that exist under Georgia law today are inadequate to address those challenges, and that's why House Bill 404 is so important.
This is the worst bedroom.
Until the bill is passed, tenants like Samantha are left feeling helpless and worried that danger could be lurking in her own home with her and her kids.
I don't know what they're breathing in, I don't know what health problem these issues cause.
Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
Political reporter Doug Reardon with that story. Of course, we're going to keep following that as well to see what happens with that bill and if it actually becomes law in the state of Georgia. Thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. Stay with us for all your top stories and, of course, your forecasts. Take care.